It must be a lot of fun to be a camp counselor at Crystal Lake. A summer hanging out, one of the most beautiful landscapes. Besides, those camp blood stories are all urban legends. And if it did happen, it was a long time ago. Yeah, right. In Friday the 13th, the game, you get to choose between 9 different camp counselors to pick from. And that's not including the return of Tommy Jarvis. During a Q&A, Gun Media talked about license rights and using real characters from the movies. It was a bit tricky since it would require paying the actors for their likeness. And said they made up their own counselors, but some of them would have some resemblance from the movies. Let's talk about each camp counselor and who they are based on. Jenni Myers, aka the girl next door, is without a doubt based on Chris Higgins from Friday the 13th Part 3. Her clothes are definitely a dead giveaway. Jenni, more likely in slasher terms, is the final girl. Who can hate on Deborah Kim, the bookish girl? I believe she's based on Maddie from Friday the 13th Part 7. Honestly, I think this is a no-brainer. Look at them. They look alike. Except in the video game they made Deborah Asian. But I have no doubt Deborah Kim is based on Maddie. Chad Kennyston, the preppy guy. What a douchebag. First glance, he reminds me of Trent from the remake. But no, that can't be right. Chad is actually based on Russell from Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. The clothes, once again, is a match, but in different colors. Now to Vanessa Jones, the athletic girl. I have to admit, I'm not as confident on this one compared to the others. I pretty much zeroed on Sissy Baker from Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. A likable character, but there's really not much evidence on this one. Come to think of it, Vanessa Jones might be the female version of Julius from Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Both are athletic and are wearing similar clothes. Now to my favorite character, Ajay Mason, the rocker chick, the true final girl. Now just look at her. If you change the hair color, who does this remind you of? They even have the same highlights, but different colors. Ajay Mason is based on Violet from Friday 13, A New Beginning. You might remember Violet is the one with the cool dance moves before she met her demise. Ugh, that one still hurts. Now to the flirty girl, Tiffany Cox. At first, of her booty shorts, I thought this was Terry from Part 2. But Tiffany's face and her top is a big clue. Tiffany Cox is based on Tina from Friday the 13th Part 4, Final Chapter. You might remember Tina as one half of the Moore twins. Tina just happens to be the flirty girl from Part 4. Let's not forget the opening scene. Remember that guy that gets snuffed by Jason? That is none other than Rob, the Jason Hunter from Friday the 13th Part 4, the Final Chapter. It's a shame right off the bat he gets killed off. 4 out of the 5 male counselors are actually based on the backers of the game. These are guys who put up more than $10,000 of their own money into the video game. So somewhere out there is the real La Chapa. There's a few pictures that pop up during the loading menu that show a few characters not in the game. I like to believe they were killed off before the events of the video game. The girl skinny dipping in the water is more likely based on Terry from Friday the 13th Part 2. Or maybe Samantha from Part 4, but I'm leaning towards Terry. Also, the couple spirit on the bed is 100% based on Sandra and Jeff from Friday the 13th Part 2. Well, I think that pretty much sums up everybody. If I'm missing anybody, just let me know. Comment down below, let us know who's your favorite camp counselor.